So, Crash Bandicoot was a good game, don't get me wrong, but it did have its issues, but it still sold really well. So, it got a sequel, Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Is it as good as the first game? Is it even better? Well, that's what we're going to be finding out in this video. So the story begins right where the last game left off. Cortex falls off a blimp, and then he discovers a crystal. And apparently these things are really powerful, and he wants to use them to take over the world. But since he has no friends to find them, he has to find an enemy. Then you're thrown right into gameplay. There's something different about this game from the first game. Oh yeah, this game supports analog control. And don't be fooled, the analog control really does not hold up in this game. Crash feels very slippery, so when I was in a 2D section I usually used the D-pad, or on a level that had tight platforms, I used a D-pad, or in a boulder chase level, I use a D-pad. I can't tell you why I use the D-pad in the boulder chase levels, I just did. Also, ice physics aren't that good, but I really don't expect ice physics to be good in a game. But seriously though, these ice physics are terrible. Alright, now back to improvements from the first game. So they actually added a few moves to help you get around. I mean, there aren't many of them, but I appreciate the effort. There's some variety in the levels. I mean, there's not much of it, but still, I appreciate the effort. The music actually sounds like real music. The first game didn't have bad music, but it just sounded like a bunch of cartoon sound effects put together. Even though that was literally what the music in the first game was. Also, this game has a fair difficulty spike. See, the first game failed at this because you would occasionally come across these really long levels, or really hard levels, or really short levels, or stupid easy levels. Also, the bosses are slightly different in this game. I mean, they're not difficult, they're just a matter of finding out the patterns and then beating them. You know what? I'll just call this an improvement. Somewhat. Also, crates are still here. But that's not as bad, because if you're trying to break all of them to 100% this game, you can die in each level. You don't have to restart it. You can go back to your checkpoint. You can also save whenever you want now. Hold on just a second. I gotta do... if you'll excuse me, I gotta do something. Yes! Woo! Naughty Dog finally put a simple save function. Wow! Yes! So, in the end, is Crash Bandicoot 2 good? Yes, it is a big improvement from the first game. The first game wasn't terrible, but it had a lot of issues that made it a weaker game in my opinion. If there's any good Crash game to start with out of the original trilogy, it is Crash 2. It is loads of fun. So, in the end, is Crash Bandicoot 2 good? Yes, it is a big improvement from this game right here. Crash 1 did have its issue.
Oh, and my new favorite song is...
Alexa, announce thanks for making a good outtake.
Announcing